In five, four, three, two, one. What's going on, people? This is No Labels Podcast. I am your host, Willie G. You feel me? We got Tim in the building.
Hey, welcome everybody. Peace, love out there.
What's going on, man? We look. I'm gonna
Ah,
just start it off like How you doing? What's going on?
man, my life is great, man. My life is great. I think I'm learning more about myself. Being injured, keeping everybody up to date. Did have a minor injury, minor surgery, so I'm adjusting to how I must move physically to that. So it's a definitely eye opener.
Yeah.
Uh, Learning yourself and learning the different situations where you have to do situational adaptability, man.
Yeah, you got a nasty one. You got a nasty one.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about you, man? How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Good, man. It's Sunday. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do get the Sunday blues. Like it's like the Sunday afternoon right before you gotta go to work on Monday. It's like that
Oh,
feeling. I mean, everybody don't get it, but I know a lot of all my 9 to 5s that you feel me that know that their job ain't their purpose, but you gotta pay bills.
yeah.
They know what I'm talking about. It's like,
Uh,
man, God, you don't really want to be
man,
there. So
I'm
that's
just
why I'm grinding every day to actually get up to something that where I actually want to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind working.
what's my motivation for better in life? One of my motivations
What's that?
is to not work on Mondays. I do not like working on Mondays. I would trade a Friday or even a Saturday just to not to have to get up like the regular world does.
Yeah,
Like when you're off on a Monday, the world seems so different.
it do. Monday a good chill day. I'm gonna be honest
Yeah.
with you. It's a good day to get stuff done. You feel me? Like, no, you get. I mean, I'm happy. I'm blessed because I get to provide for my family.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say something to make it feel better. So it's
Right,
like, thank the
right.
Lord. I gotta.
Man.
'Cause I mean, I know what it is. I know what it is to not
Uh,
have to be down bad. Like I'm gonna be honest, especially it's bad enough to be down bad as a person in general, but
yeah.
even like as a man, it's a big ego hitter. It's a big pride. As a man to be down bad, that's bad enough. But as a man with a family with kids, oh, that's just heartbreaking.
People don't understand. Like, if a man ain't providing, producing, protecting, cultivate, regardless what the world says, he's not right with himself.
Mm.
Like that intricate part of him personally when he looks in the mirror. That's all just in a cluster, right?
And that's crazy because that's even like the right there. What you're saying? That's a conversation by itself. Because like that's true, but at the same time, like we don't want to put all our worth on like providing. It's like
We're so much greater than just we're not logistics. Okay, men aren't just based their value on how much we can produce. The person who we are is value enough. Like to be the king that you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Even if we don't comp out what the world sees us does, we can contribute more than producing financially for our family. We can give so much more in understanding and education and just love without the financial aspect being like, if you don't make this much, you're not that kind of man.
and that's real. It's this dude I came across on TikTok, I believe. African American dude, and he a karate teacher for like children, or whatever.
Hmm.
And he embed his teaching of manhood in his martial arts, but it's fire because he was like he got to think like it's okay for Superman to take his cape off every now and then.
Very much
You know what I'm
so.
saying? Like take your cape off, King. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't always gotta save the world, man. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta say yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
We're a battery. And we've got to learn how to charge that battery as we grow the capacity to take on family, friends, outside investments, other things. We've got to learn to just kind of put that on the shelf and just like, man, let me give me some self love, some self care. Let me just appreciate me for what I've accomplished. How many times have you stopped and just looked back on your life and told yourself, the boy in you or that little kid in you, like, I appreciate you for not giving up?
yeah. Yeah, you gotta tap in with that kid inside
Yeah.
sometimes, man. Cause That's real. Man, look, I didn't even because like, this is not a men's podcast. So you know what? Let me go ahead. It is a men's podcast right now, but
It is.
I don't want to. Cause we go. That'll just take over the
Yeah,
podcast.
maybe that's another
Yeah.
segment for
You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying I got an air horn. Real quick. If you don't know, you may not know. This is my, you know what I'm saying, hip hop. If you do not know, if you haven't heard, if you have been under a rock, Kendrick Lamar has shot shots at mostly Drake, but Drake and J. Cole. So right now, we're in the middle of the big three.
That's a heavy big
The
three,
big
bro.
three, kind of like a civil war type deal going on.
Nah.
Like Kendrick came out of nowhere. You know, like he don't promote. Like he came out of
No.
nowhere. He done hit him with another control verse. It's like, bruh, he mainly going at Drake if you don't know, but it's a couple shots where it's like Cole caught some strays.
Right. I saw the headlines and I said, yo, like Kendrick going if Kendrick is going at Lamar, that means it has to be something that he felt like it couldn't just be dismissed.
Hold on. Kendrick going at Drake.
Well,
You
Kendrick
said
going at
Kendrick
Drake.
going at Lamar.
Right, I'm sorry.
It's
Let me
all
get it
good.
correct.
Yeah, you got
So if
this.
Kendrick going because if you ever just follow Kendrick's magic, man, he's very much strategic with what he does, but he's to
he is.
himself.
He
So
is.
him to go at Drake and then kind of give a couple of jabs to J. Cole, it's something that
Bruh.
took place.
Listen, we ain't had this in hip hop in so long. Like I'm saying, like I'm from the era where like hip hop is a sport. You feel what I'm saying? Like we don't want nobody to get in the streets. We don't want no guns drawn. Strictly on the music, bar for bar. We going. And Cole already dropped the snippet. Like I got it. Like he already dropped a snippet preview. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what Drake gonna do, but Cole ain't. I already know Cole ain't playing. Like I think Cole been waiting on this.
But who like that's gonna be an endless like because do you feel like who's got the advantage there?
But we got
Bar by bar, who do you feel like literally?
No. Me personally, the bar like that. Don't get me wrong. Like that's a heavyweight championship
That's
fight.
Riddick Bowe,
But I think
Tyson.
Cole. The only reason I think Cole got the advantage is because Cole never left it. Like I don't think Kendrick never left the gym. I think Kendrick's still creating.
Yeah,
But Cole literally never left the gym. Like he is visibly getting better.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he is visibly getting better. Like right now, like he just stay in the gym too much. He like a Kobe Bryant. It's like he at the gym at 4 a.m. when everybody like this boy don't leave, and he is getting better. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he started off the truth, and you can literally see like, dang, Cole getting better. And so something like this, like bruh.
But Kendrick has been slick, great for like the longest. I think he's humble enough that like I don't have to.
No, he is the great. Like I think
You
like
know?
they put it like somebody put it like this. I like this idea. This is the big three. Drake is the biggest hit maker out of all three.
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
Kendrick Lamar is the greatest artist. Like Kendrick makes art. Like you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes. When
Like-
his music comes,
Like-
it's captivating from a culture
Yeah,
standpoint.
Kendrick shift culture almost. J. Cole, they believe is the best MC out of all three, and I agree with that. Like I'm saying, like some people may not agree with that, but if we going rapping
Yeah.
bar for bar, I don't
Yeah.
think now one of them can really hit with Cole. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Listen.
Like Drake, Drake. I respect Drake, but he already out of the picture. The only person that could, out of the big three, the only person that could compete with Cole in that era, I would say is Kendrick.
It was a man. I've not first, but when I really understood Cole, it wasn't even on his album. It was on that Dreamville
Oh, Dreamville. Hold on. You talk about
when he had the baby.
Oh, that's the first time you heard Cole?
No, that's not the first time. But when I really I was like, yo, Cole is beyond. Like he's
Nah, Cole.
Jay-Z level.
Cole, like, he been that.
Yeah.
been
Like
that, but-
he's not. He doesn't personify himself to the world as that, but really, and you go around his turf, he's that guy.
And the crazy thing, he really is on both sides because people like J. Cole is now this is I don't know for sure, so let's just say what allegedly whatever. But I don't think he's not signed to Rockefeller no more. Like he owns
he's
his
on
own
his-
boss.
He's
Like,
been out a while ago.
He even put in his last freestyle how it was he had to pay a lot to get his masters back from Rock Nation. Like he had to put a lot down. You know what I'm saying? Like he mentioned that in his last freestyle. So he is literally his own boss right now, and he's the best rapper. Really the same as Jay-Z. Like he's the head of Dreamville, and he's probably the best rapper alive right now.
Man,
But I mean, that's just hip hop news, man. Listen,
middle child.
we got middle child. And that's a fact. Like we
Uh,
really cause I'm what? How cold is Cole? Like 37?
He's around. Yeah, he should be around,
30,
floating around
yeah,
somewhere
he
in
like
between.
37, 38.
Right,
You know
should
what I'm
be.
saying? So
Yeah,
like I'm 33, about to be I would say 34. So
he's in between us. So either one, you know what I'm saying? Like
we
he's
are
in there.
middle children. Like we was alive when it was when the internet was just a baby, when we had dial up, and now we also alive where we at the birth of artificial
Yeah,
intelligence. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
We got robots right
we
now.
really is stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think that's my daughter. Go in the room, mama. Anyways. Anyway, I'm gonna go, man. That's hip hop news. We got a lot of hip hop news. Hey, look, man. Shout out to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We need to see it, man.
I don't really think like nobody else should step into that.
Ain't nobody gonna
like
no,
nobody.
They
You
not.
know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm really just want to hear the lyrics. I really want it because they're gonna come authentic.
Oh no, they fight. No,
They come in authentic.
They boxing. They boxing.
And Drake, I'm really curious to see what Drake responds because you see what he did to Meek, man.
but see, they was talking about that too.
Meek wasn't the same after that
No,
for a while.
He killed me, but he made a hit song out of me. Now he gonna have to rap with these boys.
Oh yeah,
You gotta out rap these.
yeah. He forget the beats.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I'm saying? You got
out-rap
to
these
come with the
boys.
pen and paper.
Cause boy, that Kendrick.
Surgical.
Have you heard of Kendrick verse? The one he just put out?
No,
listen.
but I'm definitely gonna listen to it.
Oh, like he really killed. Like, but in other news, man. A couple icebreakers going on.
Icebreakers.
Crazy story. Matter of fact, you sent me the story, the Carvana story.
Yeah.
Man, just like, if you don't know, you know what I'm saying. Like we're in Georgia.
Savannah.
We're in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
And somebody from this city bought a car from Carvana, allegedly. Don't try to come for me. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But it was on WTOC, right?
Yes. It's on the news. You can actually look it up. He purchased a car from the little token
Carvana.
car lot. They delivered it, and I believe he had it for a little while. And then the actual owner, it came to find out that that car was stolen. The car was stolen and somehow sold off to Carvana, and somehow it went through all the legal processes or allegedly got cleared as a new car. The owner bought it, and then when the previous owner, who actually owns it, showed up with the paperwork and everything, was like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to get this car out you." The person who purchased it, he put out a video on, and you can check it out. You can look it up on the news, and it actually got a crazy response to the point of Carvana had to apologize to himself, to the customer, and then they gave him, like, they had him choose another car. It was a Corvette. So it's like, man,
That could have been crazy. Like you sold me a stolen car. Like everybody not gonna be that gentle. Like imagine coming up to somebody
no,
saying, "Yo, that's my car." Like what you
that could have
mean?
went so many different ways.
That's crazy. How you?
You can't even, it's safe to buy a car no more.
What is it?
The level of
That's
scamming.
crazy. Well, I'm just glad all parties saved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody had to pull out the stick. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody got that's crazy.
That's choices.
Yeah, watch out, man. Look, for real. Watch out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you physically, like, that's why I like the idea of Carvana. I think that's the future. Like, if we stay in like, I think the ordering type car vending machine type deal is probably the future.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I really don't like it.
I don't like it, but I think
don't-
that's
I don't.
the future.
I don't like it because how it's giving more control to technology and machines, and it's taking the people out of
So
it.
many jobs.
It's phasing so much out. Like if we're, and this is just, I'm a technology, like me and technology are here, people. So I just think we get too accustomed to giving our life over to a device, and we can't even remember simple things like phone numbers, home addresses.
And I can't
Like people be like, I don't know my number, and I'm like, if you're having a life and death situation and you can't use your phone,
what you gonna do?
what you gonna do? Like we're losing our situational life skills
That's real.
to technology.
That's real.
I don't like it. I don't trust it.
Cause we had to remember phone numbers. Like
Phone
like,
numbers,
bruh.
man. Remember the days where it was like my brother went to high school, so he got later. I'm 7 years old with a key. I knew my grandma number. I knew my grandpa. I knew the address, and it was lock up and don't open the door for nobody.
That's crazy.
Like our parents prepped us so much to survive out there in the world on a day to day basis.
We sound. Oh, we sounding. Oh Lord, we aging, Tim. We getting.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm aging quicker than you. You ain't hit the mid yet.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm close to the mid though.
You
Wait,
close to
I'm
the
mid.
mid.
I'm 34.
40
Yeah.
looking like, hey brother, come slide. I got
Yeah.
a seat right here for you, man. Listen, I got
Yeah.
all the medicine you want and
Yeah.
naps. Like,
Look,
come
man,
holler. at me.
Aging is a blessing, man. Look, like embrace it, man. Don't be one of them people who don't embrace your age, bro. I hate it. Then I'm about to move on, man. I don't be one of them people who do not embrace your age because you look crazy when you like 48 out here. You feel me saying like you like. Not even talk about how you dress because I dress like I'm saying like I'm a jean.
You,
hat,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to dress. I don't want people to think I'm not my age. I don't want
Right.
to like. How can I put this? Like, act your age, man. Like, you
You
ain't
can
got to.
have a young spirit,
Yeah.
young at heart,
Dress your age, fam.
but dress your age.
For real, we gotta do
Don't
it.
be 40 trying to look 24,
We look
competing with a generation
We look
that don't
crazy.
really care.
If you 45, 48, still on the block, you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Still got a drink in your hand,
Come on.
posting with the homies, like, bro, that's not what it said, bro. You about 50. The only time you should be on the block is going to your car.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like, what you doing?
Nah,
you got that bad knee
you
and
look,
hip.
You look crazy. Now that's just my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know when to, you know what I'm saying? Know when to hold them. Know when to hold them. You know what I'm saying? Know when to fold them, bro. Like,
Wear clothes that comfort. Don't be trying to get into that extra medium. It ain't working no more.
I'm guilty of that. I done did that.
Be a grown man with being 50 years old with skinny jeans. Come on, brother. We not doing
I
this
never
no
do
more.
skinny jeans,
You
like,
know,
bro.
they
And I
out
do
there,
like the
though,
fitted jeans. I done got to the point like it's crazy how at one point in time like the only thing I would put my hand on is something like I wear 34 now as a grown man. I
Okay.
was buying like 38.
Oh, yeah.
36s,
That was
like,
that era.
36. When I was in high school, I probably was like a 30, 32. I'm rocking 36.
Bro, we was rocking 4X's, you know?
36 pants is with the 3X t-shirt. Looking crazy.
With the hat.
The head with the headband.
Oh, man.
With the
listen.
headband with the fitted on top of the
Yeah,
headband.
man.
What?
We over here like, bro, if it ain't over large, like,
NBA socks.
oh,
Bruh,
man.
we was looking crazy.
right
I'ma
at
be
the
real.
Sean John outfits and the
Fresh to death in the
Come on,
3X.
you couldn't tell me I wasn't clean with this triple X I got on.
I got a 3X, boy. Boy, look like a sheet. I'm 100. I'm 155. I'm 155 pounds with a 2X, 3X.
Man, you 5'6" over there with a 4X on.
Hey,
All you seen is jean and ankles, man.
We
Like,
got the Jabos, man.
ooh,
Yo,
come
we
on, the
we
Guess
thought we
jeans.
was fresh, bro. I mean, I guess we was at the time, but bro, looking back, we look
And
crazy.
J's were J's this then.
Yeah.
J's were J's. We rode J's, and it was just like, oh, Step, you got some J's. That's cool because we saw him play. It was Adidas. Oh man, you had Air Force Ones
Man,
back
Soldier
then.
Reed. Air Force Ones,
Soldier
bro.
Reeves was hitting.
Hey, yo.
Felines Forever. I love Atlanta.
I
Oh
remember,
man,
yeah,
that
crazy. That's crazy, but yo,
man.
I'm glad because I look now. I look crazy. I'm 30. Well, I was wearing 36. Well, you couldn't catch me in a 36 now.
Man had two belts on. You know what I'm saying? You had a belt for the belt. That's how
was
big your clothes was,
crazy.
and you trying to hold it up.
We was looking crazy.
Walking around the mall. You know what I'm
We was
saying?
looking crazy.
Did you ever keeping on that topic one bit? Did you ever follow the T wave? Like, when the Franchise Boys came out with the Forget Us, like you had the white. Did you have the pink tee though?
I never had the.
You didn't do the Cameron?
I did do the Cameron, but it wasn't a pink tee. It was a pink and white collar shirt.
Okay.
And I had the Air Forces with the pink shoestrings.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't rock the pink. I had the black tee. I couldn't do the pink though. I couldn't do the pink.
I rocked some pink. I ain't gonna flex.
Yeah.
Cameron.
I did the college shirt, but the pink tee was just a little bit overboard. Cause in that era, guys were still sensitive to the color pink until Cameron came out with it.
You can do me one more favor. Get them headphones and plug them up and in the bathroom. I mean in the PlayStation. The big headphones. Oh, you can put them in the PlayStation. Uh, Thank you, love. I appreciate all you do. That's the queen right there. She wasn't in the building when we introduced her. The queen is in the building. What you- No, I never. I did do the pink though. I did do the pink.
Did you rock Kangos?
I never had Kangos. Never
Never
did.
had Kangos?
Never did Kangos.
What was your style for your like? I went.
My
high
style
school
was my style was Plies. But like, that's why I was so blown because I didn't know who Plies. You know when Plies first came out, and Plies used to wear his hat kind of like
Yeah,
halfway on his face.
yeah,
I used to wear my hat like this
Yeah.
before I knew anything with Plies. And now,
yeah.
when Plies came out, I couldn't even wear my hat like I've been wearing it because I'm like, everywhere I go, he trying to be Plies. I'm like, bro,
right.
I was rocking this before I knew who Plies was.
Yeah.
And then it was like, man, but yeah, that's crazy. That's a trip down memory lane.
was an era.
Yo, we was looking crazy, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? We was fresh to death.
Couldn't tell us nothing.
We had it on.
Couldn't
That's a
tell
fact.
us, man. I was a Shelto guy, man. So I had them
Sheltos.
IDIs. I had the
Sheltos.
black, blue, white stripes. Come on, man. I was in that.
We had the
Wasn't
Converses.
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Converses. And remember the jersey dresses?
Yeah, I remember the jersey dresses.
Listen.
Nah, I remember the jersey dresses. What the pants was? The gachos. Like a lot of females wearing gachos.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't nothing on the apple bottom era. What?
Apple Bottom went crazy, man. When that song came out, all you saw was Apple Bottoms.
All right, we gonna pass by the nostalgia. We're gonna get into the main. We're gonna get into with the heated thing. It's been fire. Title of the podcast is The Unknown God. It's a story in the Bible where I believe Paul. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Paul went to. I believe he was in. Was he in Athens?
I'm not sure.
Anyways, I'm a paraphrase this. He was in the city and he came through and the city had a bunch of shrines with different gods, and one of the shrines, the name on the god was the unknown God. And Paul basically, like, he preached his sermon from that standpoint. Like, that shrine out there with that's titled the unknown God. I know who that is. Basically, let me introduce you. I am paraphrasing. The queen is looking up the story, so I'm gonna give you specifics. But I'm saying unknown God by this. First of all, Kanye tripping a little bit. Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't here to judge nobody walk because it's ups and downs. His is public. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to like say he ain't got a faith. He's saying he has some struggles with Jesus, which, okay, that's human. I get that. Act 17.
17. Okay.
Did it say what city? Okay. But Kanye basically did an interview with Big Boy. He was like, I got what I'm saying, I got a problem with G. Like, basically, I got this problem, this issue that he was like praying didn't. He was saying, like, I was praying to Jesus and stuff didn't get happen. He was like, praying didn't get me out of this situation. It was me doing this, and which is true. But basically he was saying, why he tripping is like, he said, I got this, like, one he was like, okay, all this praying ain't gonna do nothing. Which, yeah, I get what he's saying as far as, like, when you pray, there is some movement on your end that has to happen.
Faith without works
But
is dead.
that's not to say prayer don't work. It's like nobody has all their prayers answered. Like, there's not a person on this earth who has prayed something and then didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that happens to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's where the faith parts come. That's where the trust part comes. And I think that's with his platform. That's irresponsible. Because, you know what I'm saying, he got a lot of ears, and he also was like this fear of God. He was talking about, I don't like the idea of the fear of God. He was like, why would you like fear, like, why would you fear God? You know what I'm saying? He was like, fear causes you to be controlled easily. And I'm like, that's not what the fear of God means. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
No.
it means of reverence
Yes.
for God. And I say all that to say about Kanye. I'm not getting into what Kanye was saying, but to be clear, when it says the fear of God, it means to reverence. And to be honest, like I can only grasp what God allows me to grasp, but just thinking about who God is, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, you know what I'm saying? The creator of heaven and earth,
Yeah.
of time itself, it is a little it's not nothing you can just like. It is a little scary in the fact to understand, like not scary like Freddy Krueger scary, like you like it's just the bigness of God is a little. It's big. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
It's the unknown, the unknowing.
It was in
It was
Athens,
in Athens.
so it was in Acts 17. The story is in Acts 17,
17.
and it's in Athens. But
Man, no.
I say all that to say then I'm gonna get your opinion. I say all that to say about Kanye. Obviously, he don't like he's either young in his relationship, like it's a lot of people who work for God, you know what I'm saying, and not with God. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of people who are in church right now worshiping an unknown God, meaning that they don't know the God that they're showing up for.
Right.
A lot of Christians, a lot of people, and me myself. I even said it on like an earlier podcast. It was like true motive. Like I had to come to the point where I was basically I wasn't serving. I wasn't really believing in God, the true and living God. I was
Yeah.
believing into this mental image that I created.
Yeah.
I was believing in a idol in my own head. So when I say
Yeah.
unknown God, it's like a lot of people are in church working for, you know what I'm saying, serving for a God they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They only know a system. They only know a preacher maybe, but they don't know
No.
the God being preached about. And that's no shot.
No.
But it's just something put it out there. So what's your thoughts on that?
I'm glad you brought up this because I'm on a few things now. Um, it's in the parable, and if you could help me out, it's right before Jesus is on the boat and he's teaching the masses before they head over.
Yeah.
And this is before they are heading over, and this is right before he's in the bottom of the barrel and the storm is coming and the disciples come down and ask him, about the storm. And this is, yes, right before he rebukes them of not having so little faith. So the parable was that they were talking about sowers of seeds.
Yeah.
And the parable talked about how he gave some seeds and some people threw them on the ground, and the seed grew, and then it withered because it was on hard ground.
Oh, the parable of the seed and the sower.
Seed in the sower. I didn't look at it as far as the sowing part. I looked at it as the seed. And this is why I think Kanye and a lot of people in church misinterprets God, because you're praying, which is a seed, and you want it to grow. But the ground you may trying to throw your seed in is not tilled on good soil. Your ground that you may speak these seeds and these prayers that you want God to work on, you still may have unforgiveness to break through. You still may have disobedience. You still may have shortcomings. So you're praying to ask God to do something. And then when you don't see it happen, you blame God. And it's like, but your ground wasn't fertile for that seed for me to bless. You didn't clear the land. You didn't repent. You didn't humble yourself. You didn't say, woe is me, God. You literally, it was just like, I'm praying and I want to see something, but it's not happening. And so I blame God because God is just supposed to do what God is working with. What he's got to work with you, and you got to work with God.
Yeah.
So when you're praying and you're talking about the unknown, a lot of people are unknown to the works of how God really works. It's an exchange.
It really is. And even by ground, for those who don't know, uh, the ground is basically referring to
Luke 8.
A person's heart. And that's what I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Just to go even further on, even on that, you got to do like you got to heal. You got to do soul work. It's like you and the Holy Spirit sorting out all like years and
Yes.
life. Like it, like I'm gonna be real. Like it's really one big therapy session. It's like you really gotta do the soul work, you really gotta heal. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you can't heal yourself, but you really gotta like it's a lot of stuff in us. You know what I'm saying? Even as we was in church today, it's a lot of wounds.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of wounds that we have. Our hearts are in all different kind of conditions: ego, pride, all these different things, and it's like it's a journey. I'm gonna be honest with you, like in order to walk with in order to walk with God, what I've learned is you have to face yourself. You come mirror them before you know what I'm saying. Before you, God gives you anything with anybody else, He gonna always deal with you. He
Yes.
gonna always deal with the man in the mirror, and to look at yourself, like the only way to heal is first you can't be a liar. Like you gotta be real. You gotta be 100%. Like I was telling Kendra, the good, the bad, and the ugly, whatever it is about you,
Very much
accept
so.
it, face it, look at it. You
Give
know what
it.
I'm saying? Don't be afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't let nobody shame you for it. Now whatever's bad, don't keep it bad.
Yeah.
But you gotta look self in the mirror and like this is me, Lord. Like this is me. Ain't like He don't know. Let's not.
And
Act. Go
and
ahead.
that's the best person to
Because
talk
when you
to.
talk to God about you, He already knows. So He ain't guilt tripping you. He ain't condemning you.
Yeah.
He's gonna chastise you because He loves you. But you can read His word and then He will affirm you right after that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we miss God and go to a person that's gonna beat us to sense about 2 or 3 things
Yeah.
because we want to express that. They're going to criticize us and we may never get the liberation we need. But if you go to God and talk to Him, He already knows.
It is.
I already listen, God, I'm trying not to do this thing, but I want to do it, but it's hard. So help me.
This-
Like He knows.
And this is why it's like I stopped doing this. I was like, cause I mean, we all do it. We all have done it. It was like, whoever you are, even Apostle said it one day at one of the servers. Like, I don't like whoever you are, be that.
Yeah.
Like, cause first of all, I ain't got no heaven or hell to put anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't got no hell or heaven to put. So whoever you are, whatever you are, like, be that. Cause I want to know who you are. I don't want nobody to pretend around me, and I don't want to pretend around nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like no, like I ain't one of the people that well, at least now, like I'm not one of the people who think everything I do is right or every idea I have is the right one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It took a while to get there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a little life will humble you. But it's like, what I'm saying is like I don't. You got to be real. Like if I'm hiding something in front of you, but God sees me. You know what I'm saying? Then
Very
who
much
am
so.
I worshiping?
Very much
You know
so.
what I'm saying?
Very
Like,
much so.
no, this is who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Can I help the people out right now? Can I you know, it bothers me when people are like, well, I didn't know who they were or I didn't think they were going to do to me. You know, the beautiful thing about my friends in my circle, I never put my friends in a situation where they're going to fail me
Yeah.
because I've learned who they are and what they can give to me. And even if it's just, I'll never go to my friend who loves mechanics and be like, hey, what do you think about this accounting portfolio I need you to really help me with? Like, that's not his. He may know a little bit, but I'm not going to set him up to fail me and then get mad when he does and be like, I didn't know he was like that. No, pay attention to your people because they're going to tell you who they are.
Because expectations is really the root of disappointment.
Very much so.
You don't get disappointed.
Say that again, man. Say that again.
Expectation is the root of disappointment. And I got this thing that like I'm all about authenticity. And I'm all about authenticity and it's like what I mean by that is like it's like we know that you can tell a lie. You know what I'm saying? We know that you can speak a lie, but you can also live a lie.
Yes.
Like if you're this person, if you're Tim here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the moment you leave me, you're a whole nother Tim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're the real Tim, the Tim that you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you leave here, you're the real Tim. So this Tim would be a lie.
Very much so.
So it's like no, it's like
Very much so.
you can tell a lie, you can sing a lie,
You
you can also live a lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're pretending. Pretending is if you're acting, you know what I'm saying? It's like no, you gotta like if you're conforming your way, if you're changing who you are when you walk into different rooms.
Yeah.
Like
if you're
okay, this the podcast Tim, then you got the church Tim,
Right.
The house, person at the house, Tim. That's exhausting.
It is, man. And for a long time, just to kind of give you transparency, like being a theater major, you learn how to maneuver in different characters. You learn how to switch up your diction and tone. But
Yeah.
what you don't realize is that you've learning how to create yourself to be a different person in any room.
I done did it.
And so what that does is you're always able to switch, but nobody ever gets to see you fully through. So going to church, being a PK kid, and then coming hanging with the friends is a different. Then when you at work, it's different. And you know, as you get older, as I got older, I was like, now I wasn't never lying to people. It's just I adjusted my character to that setting, and so that never had to lie to them. I just adjusted. If I'm with my boys, I'm gonna be me and my boys. And how you know God is still true to you, because those people tell you, "Hey, man, you're not fully you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not fully you. Like, yeah, something going. Like, you cool, but you ain't all the way open.
Nah, it's like
You know?
you gotta be hunted. Now it's levels. You feel what I'm saying? But
Very
like
much so.
if you always pretending, it's like you don't really get deep connect. You don't really have real connection with people.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, like my relationship with God is the deepest relationship I have. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Because He knows me like He knows me like nobody knows. Like I'm before God, but naked. Because he like I'm never out of His sight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not one of the people who like no, I'm never out of sight. So it's like when I pray, I gotta pray. I gotta pray. I gotta come to God as I am, like whatever it is, whatever I struggle with that day, that moment. You know what I'm saying? If I got angry, if I got irritated, like I come to Him with that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I struggle with this, I struggle with that, then I'm talking to God with that, and it's like it's a deep connection. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no wall in between it. There's no pretending. And my second deepest relationship on the earth will be with my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because outside of God, don't nobody know me as deep as she does, and nobody ever will
Yeah.
know me that deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah. If you pretending, then you can't have an authentic relationship,
No.
and that even goes with your relationship with God. Like
Very much so.
if you come into God being the church you, then you know what I'm saying?
It's accountability. Like, you got to be able to be with people who are going to give you some highs about you, but also like, hey, man, that wasn't cool. Like, authentic. And I'm single, but my first and deepest relationship is with God. My next one is with my family.
Yeah.
You know, because those are the people that ain't gonna pull punches. They're gonna watch me grow and knowing I have the capacity to grow and learn, and they're still learning me as in watching me grow. But they remember when I was born, they remember when I was little. They know, like I could talk to my grandpa now, and he's like, "How you doing?" And I have this way where, you know, you don't want to put problems on people. Like, if you're feeling good, you good. But when you say how you doing, I'm like, I'm good. Life is good,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, I feel you.
overall. And he's like, no, like, I know you're good, but where your heart at? Like, are you having problems? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm trying to figure some things out, Grandpa. At like 38, you're 89. I'm just trying to, you know, and so that helps you because it's like, I can get a release because I got it with God. I'm building it with my family. And if you don't know how to build that trust with your family,
Yeah.
build it with a village you can have. Like,
Facts.
build the village of accountability, integrity, because insecurity is at an all-time high for some reason. Lack of confidence in people. And so you're hanging with people that one really don't believe in you. You don't really believe in them. You can't say what you want because they're sensitive. They have no confidence and everybody's aggressive and edgy now. So you just got a moment where you check somebody on say something and now they're straight in your face and now you're falling out. You're losing 10-year, 15-year relationships. And it really wasn't in sync in the first place.
Yeah.
It's like a bad girls trip and you come back with best friends and then you be
Bad
like, hey,
girls
what
trip.
happened to Sheila? Forget Sheila, you know what I'm saying? You're like, it's 6 of y'all, nobody talking to each other?
Everybody
Like, she
beefing.
did too much in this,
Hey.
no. You know, I'm like, oh.
Everybody beefing. Everybody beefing.
Everybody
Yeah.
beefing. Like, I'm tired of her doing this. You knew that when you went on the trip with her. Like, sounds like a C word that follows by aura. It's not saying you are, but the information and emotions that
Yeah.
gives out, we're looking at this picture like, bro, what is this abstractness? Like what?
We never get. I mean,
Like how am I supposed to make sense of this? I don't.
cause what I figured out is like men, like don't get me wrong, like women, women can think logically too, but it's just our whole anatomy. Like the way we built is like the moment Keandra brings me a problem, like I want to go straight to the solution. I
Yes.
don't want to like what are we
Solution
talking
based.
about? Okay, such and such such. Okay, let's do this. That. Yeah. And that's what it be sometimes. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
but
Like we
but
don't.
also how we're constructed. You think we have to fix everything.
Yeah.
We think about the problem, but we need quick solutions to be the father, the husband, the brother, the son, the employee, because we know, men know you coming down the pipeline, it might be something tomorrow. It might be something. So whatever I can fix right now to be done with that, because I still got bigger things to accomplish and it's not coming so quickly. So let me knock these things out rather than, oh, okay, you just wanted to talk about it. It's difficult. Is it difficult sometimes not giving the solution when you know it?
Okay. Hey, Tim, you getting kind of your flow increasing. Let me see. Let me get no, let me get that flow. No, I'm about to catch up in a second. But your flow is getting good. Shout out to Tim. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He in podcast boot camp right
Yeah,
now.
man,
You know what I'm saying?
101, you know.
Yo,
Still got me.
I do wanna say this. At the end of service today at church, Apostle was saying how to make a long story short, was it a lawyer who passed away?
It was a lawyer who was
It
51.
was a 51-year-old lawyer. He passed away, and was they giving what they had? They was auctioning off some office stuff or something
We
like
can
that.
auction off some office stuff to where they were looking at stuff for the church. And then the lady who was, I guess, overseeing it, she was like, we got more stuff at his house. Brand new stuff and different things of that. And you can finish.
Yeah, no, you good. No, to make a long story short, he was saying like he was walking around, and it was like basically like this is a man's legacy. Like basically, to make a long story short, you can't take nothing with you, and it's like I've experienced it. Like whenever you experience death at a close level, you realize uh, the importance and how valuable life is, and
Yeah,
and what
true.
really matters. You know what I'm
Truly.
saying? Like basically at the end of the story, like life is too short to hold grudges. It's too short to hold harbor unforgiveness and bitterness. Because when you leave, regardless, you know what I'm saying. All the things that you work to build, house, well, hopefully not the house, but you get my point. All these things, like the first thing they gonna do, like your whole everything that you work for is gonna be sold off,
Yeah.
given away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your life will be closed. And regardless of who you are, like of course people will remember you, but after about a year, you know what I'm saying? You're kind of like a vague memory. Like you pop up in people's heads from time to time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and
But
that's the people on the outside, the people who lose that significant person you thinking about it daily.
yeah,
But we have an opportunity, and I've lost so many people with them, and just like the world has lost people during the COVID times or even before, you learn to cherish life
you
and
do.
cherish relationships because the things will come and the things will go. They won't matter when you're gone. Only the memories and the work that you did and
The legacy, real legacy.
real legacy. And I think we spend more time in grieving, and that's a whole nother process of what you got to explain and learn. But we don't capitalize on building those relationships, rekindling those relationships, because realistically, you're still mad at Big Mama from back in '86, and she goes and then you go. Nobody's really talking about that.
Smile with your kids.
You know,
Eat dinner with your kids. So you know what I'm
get back to
saying.
that.
Smile at your significant other. You know what I'm saying. Enjoy the moments, even when they get on your nerves. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy life.
Enjoy life. Learn how to enjoy life. If you
Enjoy
don't,
enjoy life.
learn.
It's too short. Like whoever did what to you, we all done. You feel we all done been disappointed, and it do hurt. I'm not going like that's a whole nother podcast. Just like
Yeah.
they said today, like I can fight you physically, and that pain is not worse than the pain that a broken heart is. Like
Very
that's
much
a
so.
pain. That's a broken heart is a different kind of pain.
Because
At the end of the day,
yes, because whatever you do to that person and feel like should be done to them still never gives you justice on what's been done to you.
yeah,
The damage it's been causing, you're still causing that damage. They can go and however in peace and in truth, but you're still damaged by that.
heal my people, heal my people. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it to my 45-minute range. You know what I'm saying? I think this is the last podcast we're gonna do it like this. Cause Tim seemed to get kind of good.
Am I man? Am I?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying. I'm learning, people.
Hey, Tim seemed to get kind of
Be a
good,
student
man.
of your craft.
But hey,
Literally.
regardless.
Literally.
Anyways, man, look,
Oh man.
this is No Labels podcast, man. This is we just dropping in weekly, man. Some content to show you up. Just to end the podcast, I do want to talk about the beginning of the next podcast. I do want to have a Candace Owens conversation, and that's hard for a lot of black people that's listening. But what I'm gonna say is, like, I don't agree with everything Candace Owens says politically.
No.
But let me say, but I do see her in a different light now because I've never listened to Candace Owens until recently. Like actually listen to what she was saying.
Yeah.
I've only heard the snip. You know, you see the snippets and it's just like, yo,
Clickbait.
what is you talking about? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like I never even wanted to dive into it, but she really be saying some facts. But we're gonna get in that next episode, man. Once again, this is No Labels Podcast. We got Tim in the building.
Appreciate you.
We got the Queen in the building. Fire episode. Yo, we out of here. No labels.